And I said to all the abusers, please read the above. You know, so now I'm hated in my neighborhood. I'm hated in my neighborhood for making the initiative, you know.
No wonder you've got a dented car or you smashed car window if you keep going.
Yeah, I know,
stuff like that.
So we're a minute to go and they're starting to come in now. So I see Kevin O'Donovan has his tracksuit on, which is good news. Yes, we've got one man who's
Kevin.
I'm waiting for Edmund now. I don't believe he has his tracksuit on. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
We've got a crew. We've got a crew, Sandy.
Bring it on. About time. I've waited 5 weeks for this.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. Does that count?
Yeah.
You have to wear pants only.
So I'm going to go downstairs when we start, Sandy. But before we start, John, you know, we kind of have so much to do in the last 2 weeks in the run-up, right? And we are having a get-together in terms of how we shape this. But in terms of the whole exercise, from your own business point of view, and from your own, you know, you've come from having a very successful business that you sold, and then you had to change your path and your career, and you're going into this January 2021 with a new perspective in your life. How has the last month been for you from a business perspective, and what have you learned from this exercise with BITA?
Yeah, no, it's been good actually. So yeah, I don't know if everybody knows, but I sold out of I ran an awards business. It was a family business for around 15 years. So I sold out of that in October. I'm actually my main business is Life on Time. So I developed a wellbeing app for kids, for schools. So that's sort of what I've spent the last year focusing on. But this year I've started my coaching side again. I used to do a bit of it and I sort of wanted to get back into it. So I'm this year obviously doing this with BITA. I'm doing some stuff with teachers as well. It's been really good. And yeah, it's just really nice to get back out there and sort of try and help people and inspire people to make positive behaviour change. And I think I've really loved working, especially with, like, you know, working with Paul's been good just because it's been good fun. So yeah, hopefully it can continue. It is a challenge doing it all remotely. I've got to be honest. I find being behind a screen, and I think everybody's the same. Is, you know, I like being face to face, one to one with people. I think I'll get far more out of it, and I think the client would get far more out of it. But as we've said many a times in the last 6 weeks, this is what we've got, isn't it? So you've got to do it. But yeah, I think moving forward, yeah, it should be a good year. I know I've been saying don't look at the news, but it's getting slightly better when I do hear little snippets of it. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, there was good news this morning. But to stay on the subject of your own, because this is all going to go into our little documentary after, right? For instance, the power of networking. Paul Edmund has been with us and is ready in his tracksuit this morning and looking well. So, but Bright Teach is one of his friends and mentors and clients, and I believe you've been in touch with Bright Teach. But I suggest now that you have a conversation with Paul, for Paul to understand more how Life on Time does actually engage with schools and teachers, because that is the correlation. And this is the beauty of networking, is you actually don't realize who you're actually in the company of and how close they are to other people.
Well, yeah, it's very weird because Arnold actually rang me 3 days ago because he wants a piece of software for his tutoring, and he's looking at trying to use our software for his tutoring. So that was just, he searched for, I spoke to him and did a podcast with him around well-being and around home learning, because obviously home learning is a big thing at the moment. Last year, I did that 6-7 months ago, and he rang me out of the blue. So yeah, that was.
Well, can I just jump in there and just to back up what Paul was saying? That conversation about the technology and to work on his website and what have you is an idea that him and I came up by talking to another BITA member.
There you go.
So this is where it's all linked, and this is why, you know, I suppose at the front of the orchestra, I am doing all of this. But believe me, I can see all you
Simple and all
with your instruments in your hands. I can see you all. And as my little orchestra gets bigger and bigger, I can see you all. No one is blocked away, and it is wonderful. And you know, and this is what the organization, and getting a feel for this is what it's all about. And it's like, you know, the reason I did the retreat with Sandy this weekend is I wanted to get an actual feel of the passion that she puts into things, the way she does it, the elements that's made up, and some of the stuff I was absolutely blown away by. And this is where, you know, so many people I speak to on a day-to-day basis, you know, would join the BITA organization, but they don't get the feel of what the organization is. And after 12 months, we go back to them and say, you know, what was your experience in terms of enjoying BITA? And some of them will turn around and say, well, I haven't been to any events. And I'm going, you know, it's like going into a beautiful room, furnishing, and then turning off the lights. You know, I mean, why would you do that? Like, you know, so this is why, you know, this is a wonderful journey from a point of view of getting to know John. And I mean, you know, speaking openly, when I introduced John to Sandy, the first thing they looked at each other and went, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And then suddenly, but now look, we have is an amazing team. So this is where getting the feel is absolutely vitally important. There's so many wonderful things happening. John Fitzgerald is here with us this morning, and he started up the initiative of the Late Late Show. Chris Phillips from Places for People, the chairman of the company, absolutely sent me an email yesterday saying that John Fitzgerald is the new Gay Byrne. And to anybody who is in England, right, Gay Byrne was the most iconic broadcaster in Ireland that everybody listened to on a Saturday night. And if you actually went and brought your product to the Late Late Show, you were made because everybody in Ireland brought your product. So to actually dub John Fitzgerald the new Gay Byrne is the most amazing compliment that you can get in the world. So I wanted to pass that on to John this morning as well. And, you know, but this is the power of what BITA is all about. And you can see that on my positivity scale, John, today I am a 9. In fact, you know? So this is
calm down a bit. Just calm.
This is the beauty of what we're doing. Now,
I spoke to you yesterday. You were a 3 yesterday.
There you go, and it's up and down. But like, you know, and that's what togetherness. So I'm just checking now that we have all the team. I don't see Dermot O'Grady in his tracksuit, but I'm sure he will pop up very shortly. So Sandy, you know, thank you, John, for that. And you know, this contribution is immense to the organisation, and we will. Over the next 2 weeks now, when we come up to the end of the 6 weeks in terms of the bootcamp, announce how we're going to take this forward within the organisation and how that will fit in and how it will look. So if you think, people, that this is over, this is only beginning. So the commitment that's required, of course, will be your own. But, you know, the access to these people and the access to doing wonderful things like this will be ongoing. And I've said it to so many people already about Sandy's next bootcamp. I'm sure there will be lots of BITA people involved, because now we're getting to know. I know Rachel has already subscribed to that. And
I have, and we filmed a little video, didn't we, on Monday to promote it. So that's going out on the BITA website and into the wide world today to promote it.
Yes,
Brilliant.
thank you for that, Rachel.
And my ambition is to have someone in America, someone in Australia, and someone in Dubai, because what I want to show is all of these people can be part of what we do in BITA very easily. So we're looking to build this up, and you know, Sandy and myself will talk about doing things like that later on. So there's the power of BITA. Sandy, please burn out my energy now. So I am now going to go downstairs and I'm going to get ready. Michael's ready. Kevin's in his gear. John Fitzgerald, you have very suspect gear on, but anyway, I think you're. Dermot O'Grady's in his gear. Oh yeah, we're all ready to go. So Sandy, we're going to be in very shortly.
Before we begin though, just to touch on again what HIT is. So HIT is high intensity interval training. So you've got it in there, high intensity interval, you've got intervals training. Now, I know I touched on it the other day so quickly, I'm just going to, because you're actually going to experience it. So it's just about challenging your heart rate up and down in quick bouts. So what the benefits are is that you are still burning calories afterwards. It's very time effective because you're doing it in half the time. So what we're going to do is do 10 exercises, 45-second bursts, but you go at your own intensity as long as your heart is raising. So some might be doing a squat jump, some might be just going into a squat. It's everybody's, you know, personal fitness level at how they're going to go, because I'd rather you sustained it. We then have a 15-second break, so I'm going to do it all on the time it so that we're accurate, and you should really get a sweat on. We're going to do 10 minutes, 10 exercises, 45 seconds, 15 seconds off. And then I've got a little video thing of the exercises, and then what the plan is that you would repeat it. So 20 minutes is what you would be aiming for ideally to do. And that's more value than a 1 hour jog, you know, so you're including strength, flexibility, cardiovascular. So you've got everything all in one. So it's burning more calories, 20 to 30% more calories or so in almost a quarter of the time. So these are the benefits of high intensity interval training. You will have heard that anyway. Right, guys, so get ready.
Before we start, I just want to say that BITA has no responsibility for any heart attacks that take place.
Or me.
Okay. Or me.
What's happened?
You don't look very ready, Michael.
Oh, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, that's convenient. I'm already going to open up my door behind my patio door because I know you're going to get hot. Well, I am going to.
I don't want to know about your back door.
Michael.
Sorry. Too easy.
Stand on his toe, Paul. Stand on his toe.
What's the problem? Right, stopwatch out, stopwatch out. I'll introduce each exercise when we do the rest so that you are familiar with it. So the first one, before we begin, it's a jumping jack squat. So you jump jack, squat. Got it? So it's jump jack, squat. So whatever way your legs go, don't worry if you don't get it right. Get ready. In 3, in 2, in 1, go. Jump jack, squat. Jump jack. It's only 45 seconds. So we really want to get your heart raised. 15 seconds down. So you don't need to go crazy because your heart is going to raise substantially. 15 seconds to go. 8 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. 4, 3, for 2, and rest. You've got 15 seconds break. Well done, guys. Feel the heart raised? If you've got your watch on, you can check your heart rate. You'll see how it's escalating, or you can just feel it. Second one. It's a 1, 2, 3, punch, punch, punch. 1, 2, 3, punch, punch, punch. 3, 2, and in 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Try and really twist at the hips. Shuffle to the side. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what you're doing, Paul. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You've got 5 seconds in 4, in 3, in 2, good, and in 1, rest. Well done. Onto the floor. Bicycles. You're just back, hands at the temples. 1, 2, 3, 4, sit up tall. So 4, sit tall and back. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, sit up tall. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, sit tall. Well done, you all. You are doing good. This is our 3rd exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 15 seconds. and rest. Nice work. Okay, next one, exercise number 4. You're going to just walk out into a press position, tap your shoulder, 1, 2, walk it back and up. So you walk out into a plank, tap, tap, and up. Get ready and go for it. Press up position, tap, tap, and up. Tap, tap. So press position, tap, tap. Bring it up. Good. You're tapping each shoulder, opposite shoulders. Good. Well done. And stand up. Keep it going. Amazing. And in 5, in 4, 2, relax. 15 seconds break. So look, we've got the 15 seconds break. We've got a mountain climber with 2 push-ups. So mountain climber is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Get ready, guys, and go.
Girls.
Huh?
Girls, you called us.
Oh. Go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push it. Come on, boys. And Rachel. 15 seconds to go. Come on. You're going to feel your heart racing. I'm so doing it. 3, 2, rest. Well done.
That's good.
Oh, we're not finished yet. Right, it's plank to bear. So you're in a plank position. You shift the weight forward and then you come back. So it's plank. Number 2, shift forward and then come back 3. So it's 3 moves. Go. Shift the weight forward. Back. So it's plank. Shift forward. Keep the back flat. Plank. Shift forward. But that's your bear as you bend your legs. Back lifted. Pulling the belly button towards the spine. You got 10 seconds. Come on. Woo. We got 10 seconds. You've only got 3 more exercises then. Come on, guys. You can do it. You will thank me later. In 2 and in 1. Rest. 15-second break. We've got a tricep dip. Tap the toes. So.
You know nobody's gonna come back to this boot camp now, don't you?
We did it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Then if you can, tap your toe, other toe. Then 1, 2, 3. Go for it, guys. Sit. Make sure your elbows are bending. 1, 2, 3. If you can't reach for the toe, just pause in the middle and then just carry on with the dips.
Thank you.
1, 2. You're getting there, guys. You're getting there. We're trying to do a full body workout here. You've got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Don't give up. I can see you all. Well done. Woohoo! And relax, relax. Next one. So this is your breathing while I'm introducing the next exercise. Legs in the air like you just don't care. Hands at the temples. We come up for 1 down and then reach with the toes down. So it's on the temples and then reach. Get ready. 3, 2, go for it. So up, down, reach for those toes. Up, down, reach. Really want to you're working your abdominals. You really deep into the core. Woo! 15 seconds. 15 seconds to go. I am sweating. I hope you are too. We're going to do one more exercise. 3, 2, relax. Up you get, up onto your feet. You're having a heart attack there. Right, guys. So, on the spot, it's 1, 2, 3. Touch the floor. 1, 2, 3. Opposite hand touches the floor. 1, 2, 3. Get ready. In 3. In 2. In 1. So 1, 2, 3. Touch that floor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Alternate those hands onto the floor. Go into a nice squat. Sit your booty back as you touch down onto the floor. Actually, there's just... No, we'll skip the other exercise. Keep it going. 10 seconds. In 9. 3, for 2, and relax. Nice work. Woohoo! You must have felt your hearts raised.
Nice work, Sandy.
Well done, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
My breakfast before I started.
Good. Lots of huffing and puffing. That's what I like to hear.
There's a bit of porridge more.
So can you feel?
Oh, Paul, keep up that talking. I want to hear what's going on next week.
When are we starting workouts, Andy?
I tried to run to the sink so I could actually get some water. So I have no saliva in my mouth, so I can't walk. I can't talk.
So guys, can you feel with that? That's a very high intense workout. Now you can do it with 30 seconds, with 20 seconds, and have a 10-second, 15-second break. The point is you're doing a burst of exercise. You've got rest. Rest isn't long because we're just bringing the heart rate down and then we want to shoot it back up again. So you're challenging it constantly all the way throughout. But again, you can just do your workout then in 20 minutes, 3 times a week, and you're getting yourself in a good workout. You can add weights, any kind of resistance, but body weight is sufficient enough as well. There's huge tons of variations you can incorporate in that. You can focus on upper body, lower body, core, you know, so I mean, the list is endless. But I'll put some things up anyway onto the side if you want to follow. Are we
Sandy,
okay?
thank you very much. And this is, I mean, I don't know, from my perspective, it's all of these learnings that is probably for me the most difficult part is that, burst. I don't mind doing it in my own. Yesterday I went out for a 2.5 kilometer walk just to trying to keep that. And I've joined a lot of walking groups that have done a seafield construction, have a great initiative, 100 people on it, if anybody wants to join that. And we've got competitions and all that kind of stuff. It's a bit of fun, but it's also together community network. And it's the relevance of getting this network and all its parts moving, I suppose, is what this boot camp has achieved for BITA. Apart from the president of the organisation losing 2 chins so far, I'd like to report that there are another 2 to go. But anyway, in that, Michael, from your perspective, you're coming now into we've gone through a very difficult month in the mind in terms of having to deal with your sponsorship and overcoming gathering in £475,000, which is no mean feat in today's circumstances. How do you deal with these things from a mental point of view, and what kind of exercises do you do when you're on the roller coaster of up and down days?
Well, I think we both know how much of a roller coaster ride it's been for the last probably 2 seasons. We've been lucky enough for the first season that we had all our ducks in a row quite early on. But difficult emails to deal with, under pressure now, I feel, this year with regards to that side of things, because up till this point we've always sufficed on our own, and now we're we're getting taken into a team where we've all got to work together to get the sponsorship together, it's a lot more pressure. Some would say it's not but the difficult part that we've got to deal with, and the enjoyment season starts.
And what type of exercises, have you learned in this? That like we've talked about breathing, we've talked about
breathing is the one for me. Like every time I go to sleep, I do box breathing just to clear the mind of all the thoughts that we've had, with the pressures that we're under. But also like, getting up and seeing you down some days after what pressure we've been through has sort of made me feel like I want to help get you up, and then when I'm down, you help get me up. And I think we dovetail quite well like that. So I think, we're always there for each other. And I just think working in a group with all these guys, all these great people on here, has really motivated me to get up. And I didn't realise how important that is. And when people are following you and supporting you, it's quite easy to click a like or thumbs up back to them. But to actually see the support and interact with the support is so much better.
Very good. In terms of staying on the mental health, a conversation, Dermot, you've been over in Ireland for since the pandemic has started now. What type of impact does that have on you, a person that was closely attached to life in London, to the people around you in London, and suddenly you're while you're in contact on a daily basis, but you still are in Kerry? What kind of impact does that have on you as a person, and how do you overcome that?
I'm quite happy to be here in Kerry. I'm not rushing to go back to London. I like the settled routine because it just puts into perspective, the running around we were all doing. I mean, me in particular, you're getting on a plane Monday evening and they're flat out all week coming back. So for me, it's been I won't say COVID has been a blessing, but you've got to take the positives out of it. And certainly the positive for me is being here at home. And I don't see myself going back. I certainly won't be going back to what I was doing. That's just not going to happen. I'm not saying I'm not going to be in London, but the kind of 3 networking events a week during the week, or 2 or 3, whatever was going on, I'd be doing much less because I value time here. And that's important. I mean, people have to find out what they want. If they're lucky enough to be able to do it and manage their jobs, then that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, listen, all of these are the takeaways that we always have on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating like a bear. So I need to go and have a shower. And I'd like to thank everybody for their joint participation this morning. That was fun. I only saw myself on a camera once, whoever was the camera person. Thank you for on camera. I tried to avoid the rest. But anyway, I enjoyed it. It was fairly intensive. It gives us another idea of what we can do 3 days a week, as you said, Sandy. So that was fantastic. And I suppose more of this on Friday. We're going to go through, we're going to continue this routine. And I think we're going to talk about breathing in more depth as well. So that's the next subject matter that we're going to move on to. So I've enjoyed you. I hope you've enjoyed us. I'll see you on Friday, and if not, next Monday for Wayne. Cheers.
Thanks. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye.